gambling shit. But now they're
Bro.
like, oh, it's the Gambino family that's doing all this gambling stuff and whatnot. So, like, yeah, the Gambino and you see Cash Patelli's like the Lucchese family, the Lucchese family. I'm like, the director of the FBI doesn't even know how to pronounce the Italian mafia family who hasn't really existed in any sort of like prominence in the criminal underworld in, I don't know, 20 years or so. 25 years. The Italian mafia is like barely exists anymore, right?
It's just skating by.
Oh, bro, it's like distraction one after the other, dude. And it's
I
like
know. And
they think we're retarded, bro.
what's so fascinating about all that is they have arguably just as much evidence against the NBA inside. I mean, they got Chauncey Billups on there. I mean, just as much. They have that list. I mean, can we get the Epstein list?
Well, I mean, well, yeah. According to everybody in the government, we already got it.
Oh, right,
You
right,
know,
right.
it only exists for like the flight log of Tom Hanks and all these other people.
And yeah. Oh, and by the way, plot twist. It was blank. There's nothing on the list. I
Yeah,
don't know.
hey, I mean, gosh, who knows who went out there? But you know, Ghislaine Maxwell is still in prison. Is she an innocent woman in prison?
Yeah, she's
Are
in
we just
prison for what?
is our government just persecuting her, PK?
Yeah, I believe so. I think so. Oh, what's so fascinating is like
At this
if
point, you gotta let her go unless there's somebody that,
a
well,
buyer, right? It takes a seller and a
right?
buyer.
Well, you would think like if you and I were caught in a drug conspiracy, like just
Exactly.
for
Yeah.
example,
Right. Right.
we would somebody would have to have the drugs, somebody would have to buy the drugs. There would have to be a buyer and a
That's how that works typically.
that's typically how a conspiracy works.
Yeah. Well, and see, that's the other part. What I don't know if she. Let me look it up real quick. I don't know if she's charged with conspiracy because that's a catch-all. We know that just being federal guests at the
Well, it's
Sheraton
across state
Hotel.
lines. It's but child trafficking, prostitution, shit like that. And you know what? I have some notes on that, but I don't have them up in front of me. But
Right.
it's basically that. It's trafficking, conspiracy,
Okay,
and
yeah. So conspiracy is a catch-all, and it's like you don't have to have any evidence other than he said something to her, and they were, you know, what I mean, that's all they need.
oh, it's funny when you kind of research who her family was,
Mm,
though. Eh,
that part, that part.
yeah,
Her father in particular.
yeah, yeah. Director of the Mossad. I mean, well, they don't call it a director. It's like our director of the CIA, you would call.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Interesting.
I
Interesting.
mean, tell me it wasn't a honeypot blackmail operation without telling me.
Right. No.
Yes. And it was government involvement. And here's where, like, people are beating the Trump is protecting pedophiles and Trump is on the Epstein, list drum, which, like, who fucking knows? Probably, who knows? But if it were like so egregious against Trump and Republicans and not them, like the Epstein list is like fucking 18 years old, bro. Like
Right.
when they first prosecuted him and whatnot. So, I mean, it's changed hands so many times. And the bullshit cases that they did stick Trump with, like I All right, well, fucking now I'm on my phone doing it because
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah, I mean, hell of a time for a fucking update.
Hey, conspiracy at its finest, bro.
We were talking about the funny hat people a little bit too much, you know.
Yeah, we got canceled again.
We got canceled. Did we get canceled again, bro? I
We
don't
got
know.
canceled again.
Oh shit. Well, hey, it's the name of the pod, name of the game, man.
Mhm.
But dog, but dude, it's just like so funny how we were talking about like we sent some videos back and forth, and dude, my boy Val, who told you about, he's got that Dundril Hyde show and whatnot going on. I was like, dude, I'm basically a 2001 libertarian, and that's like a right wing extremist now. And when people are like, because he's pretty left wing, bro, like
Yeah,
pretty. I mean, to the point where I don't know. I mean, you're half black, you're the black half of your family at least is just he's not like he's really conservative like in his values and whatnot. They just vote left like
mm-hmm.
for what like because you can't vote another way to be like it's so
It's
weird like
taboo. No, it's
yeah,
taboo. It's taboo
right.
to.
And like it's so weird because like white people can vote left or right and not be a traitor to their race, so to
Hmm.
speak. But it's like, black people have to be in lockstep with the Democrat Party no matter what,
Right.
no matter like what kind of gender reassignment surgery they want to give your 6 year old.
Well, and most I
you
know
know,
aren't don't agree with that.
no, they
So
don't, bro.
it's wild.
Dude, it
Um,
is. Nobody agrees. No reasonable person agrees with that bullshit, bro. And it's like, dude, I don't agree with a lot of the Republican shit either. Like the traditional conservative, like they're both big government, bro.
right.
Both parties are. I'm a fuck the government kind of guy. Just stay out of my business and my life will be better kind of guy.
Right.
And that's a far right extremist now. Dude, it's so fucking fucked up
If
how
they
it's
can
gotten
tag
this
Bill
way, right?
Maher, if they can tag Bill Maher with the right winger label, I mean, who knows,
Oh
bro?
yeah.
It's anyone's guess as to what's going to happen next.
Yeah, when Bill Maher is right wing,
Jesus Christ.
God save us.
Because he's made some very valid points.
Well,
He's raised
dude,
some very valid questions as to what
right?
the Democratic, the children of the Democrats nowadays are doing and saying on social media in protests. Uh, they don't agree. No one agrees.
Well, no, I mean nobody agrees with that kind of shit. It's in like it's so weird. Like when I made that if you're not if you're dating a trans girl and you're not, and then I was like, you're gay or whatever the one I made the other
Yeah,
day.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Well, once I did that shit, like all the nip slip shit started showing up in my feed.
No.
Yeah, the one I
What a
sent
weird.
you, the fucking DM I sent you the other day. I was like, now all this weird shit's
Oh,
showing up in my fucking feed.
because your algorithm picked up dating trans, and they're like, oh,
Yeah. It's like,
you want to see
hey,
some
what?
titties?
Nip slips,
Yeah.
fucking wieners, whatever, dude. It's all good. And I was like, dude, but some other weird shit really showed up in the feed.
Hmm.
I was like, dude, there's a whole fucking ass. like community of people online that are just like baiting trannies in gay. You're gay if you don't like girls with wieners. And I was like, what the fuck?
Right. Can we check to see if this guy's serious or what?
Yeah, I was like, dude, is this got to be satire? But
Yeah.
bro, there's this teacher dude. He looks like Machine Gun Kelly, but in DeGeneres had a baby.
So an even
Uh,
gayer Machine Gun Kelly.
yeah, which Machine Gun Kelly, he went against Eminem, and now he makes pop music. But yeah,
Typically what
even
happens.
even gayer than the current Machine Gun Kelly,
Yeah.
and he has some tranny boyfriend, which he's like, is it gay because your girlfriend has a wiener? And I'm like, yeah, dude.
Pretty fucking gay, bro.
Yeah, it's fucking gay. Dude, you
Mm.
like to play dress up and whatever. Just be a gay dude. Whatever you do in your bedroom is your own business. But, yeah, you don't need to rub it in everybody's face. And
Well, and it's almost like if you don't want us talking about this, then why did you open the door? Why are we painting our sidewalks rainbow colors? Why are we having parades? We don't have straight people parades. We're just straight and it's okay to be straight. I'm comfortable. I don't need to tell you or show you.
yeah, why do I have to pay for Hulu Premium because I don't want to see a gay Campbell soup commercial with dudes kissing each other?
Over
Bruh.
soup.
Or yeah, the AIDS medicine or whatever. It's fucking like
Oh,
every
right.
other
All the time.
commercial,
All the
bro.
time. Even in the joint when FX was notorious for it.
Oh, dude.
And then they started getting, I think it was around 2016 with like Sons of Anarchy. Towards the end, they started, acting funny.
Well,
What's that
dude.
director's name? He did the Mayans, he did the Sons, he did
Yeah, Keith Sutter.
Keith Sutter, and then he did like some medieval one. And
Uh,
those reactions were always funny. The
oh,
live reactions
yeah.
to the guys in the TV room when
Bastard
like
Executioner.
Bastard Executioner. There's one scene I will never forget. I wish I could, but I can't. They're walking through the tunnels and like you just hear and like it's two dudes humping in the in the
His
corner
cheek
and
clapping,
you heard the whole unit go oh blah, blah, blah. Like everyone turned it off.
Oh,
They switched the channels like well there goes that
dude.
show. Because everyone was watching it. It was on all the TVs and it just
Unnecessary
ruined
gayness.
it ruins a lot of shit. A lot of people aren't into seeing that.
Well, I don't know anybody who's really into seeing fucking gayness, bro.
Well,
Besides gay dudes.
any overt sexual, like
Well, dude,
HBO style
I don't
sexual
even like
encounters.
seeing straight sex when I'm watching a TV show. It just
Right.
makes it awkward,
The
bro.
excessive PDA, it's like, okay, we could go
Yeah.
without that. It would still make a nice, a good TV show. And what we're seeing, what me and Fancy are seeing with like we're watching Game of Thrones, just over.
Unnecessary wiener. It's
And
like
so I
penalty
went down that
flag.
rabbit hole. It's
You
like,
just
okay, who directed this? Oh, it makes sense now.
Was it a guy with a funny hat?
It
I
was a
don't
J.
know.
It was a J.
Yeah,
It was a J.
Yeah. Well, dude, it's funny is because I remember back in the day, like, I don't know, when we were kids, when you would see like anything on TV, it'd be like a kiss, and then they wake up under the covers together,
The
and
implied sexual
reasonable
encounter.
adults can assume what happened.
Smart people.
You know, right? The
Hypocrites have to see the
the
whole
pole
thing.
goes in the hole, and they probably had a good time and whatever.
Hmm.
You don't have to show the whole good time,
No.
and it just makes it awkward, especially like if you're trying to watch it with your family or something
Hmm.
like that. It's like, dude, you have to fast
Hmm.
forward through the shit.
Hmm.
They don't need to have graphic sex scenes, straight, gay, or otherwise.
You could only get that on
themselves,
like
right?
Skintamax or
Right.
HBO. You'd
Yeah,
have to
dude.
pay extra for that. Now it's on FX. Now
We
it's
all,
on.
we all greased our wheel to a fuzzy Cinemax back in the day, getting the rabbit ears out.
Yeah, yeah,
you know, that was where it was, though.
yeah. It's the
Fucking-
threshold is the barriers become thinner and thinner
Well,
to
yeah,
where it's nothing for a Google search.
yeah. Before too long, it's gonna be like just straight up penetration on fucking cable,
Close
bro.
ups, money shots,
It's
bukkake.
like, it's gonna be fucking crazy, because remember they couldn't say curse words
Mm,
on TV.
without a
They're
fine.
like, yeah, well, it was like 2013, 14
Mm-hmm.
when like FX started to be
Mm-hmm.
like, fuck it,
Yeah.
with some of their shows like Sons of Anarchy
Mm-hmm.
and The Shield and the shows
Mm-hmm.
that they had on there. And so they're like, oh, okay, well, because everybody started saying fuck and shit and whatnot on the internet. They're like, well, we can't compete with this, so we have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's, well, I'd rather have my kids watch TV shows that, like, dude, I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old boy. You have to really screen anything they watch now
Yeah.
on TV, even on, like, dude,
Mm.
Disney's not safe anymore. There's a bunch of
No.
gay shit on Disney, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I don't want my kids watching that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, dude, it's being a parent now is so
It's
much
tricky.
harder,
It's
so
tricky.
much harder than it was for our parents. And I'll say it this way because the world wasn't that different when we were kids versus when our parents were kids. Maybe we had more cable channels, but it was still an analog world,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Like, dude, now, bro,
Oh, it's wide open,
it's
as they say in the joint. This shit's wide open, bro.
fucking crazy.
Yeah. They can get into anything. They can look up how to do just about anything, do they? No, thank God, but it's there.
Yeah, no, I definitely fucking is, dude. It's just so nuts, dude.
So, and it's got to be said, like, coming from, a big First Amendment background. Like, I believe in freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and all that. But there's got to be some level of, you know, values and morals that we have as a country. It runs a fine line. Like, I believe in the freedom of speech, and like, I don't want to censor anything, but it's just, where do you go
Well,
with
there's like
not
we were
liking what's out there on TV to
we were talking
also
about this.
acknowledging free speech.
We were talking about this last time. And like if you read like the Federalist Papers, which they were debating before they ratified the Constitution, they were debating the amendments and whatnot. And dude, John Adams was the one that actually said that this Constitution is made for a religious and moral people. And Benjamin Franklin seconded that in the Constitutional Convention in 1787 before they ratified that, and they debated it through the Federalist Papers after that. It was ratified in 1789. But, you know, Benjamin Franklin also added, this will be the most beautiful form of government you've ever seen until it ends in monarchy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of what we're seeing now with the surveillance state, which we already live under a surveillance state. and can't make no qualms about it. Palantir is going to make it worse. And I'm sorry, I won't vote for JD Vance. I'll probably just won't vote because the Democrats will run somebody like, Pete Buttigieg that fake breastfeeds his, gay adopted child.
Stop.
I'm,
No, he doesn't.
yeah, no, I mean, dude, that meme I sent you the other day, the average
That was
Republican,
real?
yeah, no, that's
Quit
an
it.
actual real photo. But yeah, no, they'll run somebody like that. That's supposed to be
Well, men can
a
breastfeed too,
guy.
James.
Well, men can get pregnant, PK.
Men
What are
can
you
get pregnant.
talking about?
I have a uterus.
You you
Do you have a
fucking
uterus?
bigot. You bigot. You don't think
Keep
men
your
can get
hands off of
pregnant?
my uterus. You can't tell me.
You can't tell me I don't have a uterus,
You can't tell
PK.
me. It's there.
how,
I bleed.
how do you know?
I shed the lining every month.
Right. It's just crazy. You can't tell me I don't have a period or I don't need tampons in the boys' bathroom or like
So I work
tampons in.
maintenance. As you know, I work maintenance, and it was my
You
work
you
order.
work do you work
It
with
was
you said you work with a lot of green, yellow hair,
I,
purple hair people?
yeah, I work with the green hair people, a good majority. Well, it's a pretty even mix. Sorry for bumping that. It's a pretty even mix. Obviously, the closer you get to the maintenance side, it's a little bit more blue collar in the traditional sense, but we still have to be careful about stepping on, you know, other people's toes and just being respectful, but just
Dude, do
being
you notice how even though
tolerant.
okay, not to interrupt you, do you notice even how normal the weird people are when you actually get to know them and like you talk about this kind of shit? They're like, no, I don't.
Oh, they recoil. They recoil. They
Yeah,
retract.
dude. They
They totally.
retract when they figure out your intention,
Yeah,
but they're like they'll go along until like,
yeah,
oh no, this is a right wing point.
yeah.
I can't, but you know what I mean?
Yep, yep.
Yeah,
I get
dude.
the awkwardness. They go right back to the script. Oh wait,
Oh
he's one
yeah.
of them.
Hey,
Tighten
he
up.
must be. He's Andrew Tate's
So
brother.
right, right, right.
What you know? Fuck.
So a while back, when I was strictly facilities, I got the work order to
Mm,
do. We've got probably close to 30 or 40 bathrooms, men and women's,
okay.
and so I had to install all the male sanitary napkin trash cans inside of the men's bathrooms.
Y'all didn't do tampon Tim style, did you? Or is that where this is
So
going?
I don't know about tampon Tim.
The tampons in the boys' bathroom?
Yeah,
Tim
Tim.
Walls?
Yeah. Mm-mm. Oh man, you gotta hit me up. So, anyways, we got this work order. I had to install them. Whatever, easy money. I get paid by the hour. I don't
Okay,
care.
what? Dude, whatever. Yeah, you do what
Tell
you
me
got to do.
why, after the first week, about half of them came up missing. Well, I found them. They were in the trash. Somebody had ripped them off of the bathroom stalls and put them in the trash. I can't. I went to my boss. I said, "Hey, man, like, I completed this work order, and I put them in. I swear to God, I put them in, but now they're gone."
It's like boys don't want the tampons in the bathroom. I don't know.
And my boss is super cool, bro. He's like, fucking if they are keep fucking up shit, don't give them shit. And I'm like, all right, hey, I mean, just to let you know, I did these.
Well,
This is
hey, I did the job you paid me to
yeah,
do.
but it was just so
Right?
funny that in the progressive environment that I'm at, there's still people that were like, no, we don't need those. So
Just so crazy Spokane has become even that way.
so you know what they did for the new multi-million-dollar expansion? They made co-ed bathrooms.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Every every bathroom has a free tampon and sanitary pad dispenser and the appropriate receptacle to dispose of used. So
Oh God, I remember.
If you want
Dude,
them, they're there, James. If you need to plug up your hole, you got it, and they're for
well, you
you.
know what's crazy is when I was still in the halfway house, or like I was on home confinement still, or whatever. But I went out on this a date with this like vegan chick, right? That I met on
Oh
Tinder,
God, you didn't get the
right?
memo.
Oh, dude, I went to the vegan restaurant in downtown Spokane with her, but
Ugh.
and they had those progressive bathrooms like that where there was no dudes or chicks bathroom.
Yeah.
It was just the bathroom, and like it was weird. And I took a picture, and I was like, "Dude, this is so weird." She's like, and I went to talk to her, right? And I was like, "Dude, isn't this so like that? There's not a dudes or chicks bathroom." She's like, that's just the way it's going. And she like wanted to take it was like a vegan bakery or some bullshit, right? And but I still wanted to fuck her, right? My
God, I
wife's
hope your
not
wife's
listening
not
to this
watching
shit. I hope she doesn't watch this.
this.
All right,
Mine
she's not
is.
gonna watch. She's not gonna watch it. Okay, but I was like, oh yeah, cool. Until like the post hut clarity comes in afterwards, and I'm like, dude, you're weird. I'm out. But
It's too much.
yeah, it's
So,
too much. You too much
it's a
with the
fucking deal
games.
breaker, bro.
Yeah, yeah, no, it is deal breaker. But she was, before I met my wife, she was far less attractive than my wife, obviously, but attractive enough that I wanted to, act like the two bathroom, no bathroom situation didn't bother me, if
Right.
that makes sense. Oh, but yeah, no, I mean, Spokane didn't used to be like that, bro. The world didn't used to be
You
like
got to
this.
watch my video. You got to watch and see just how many people came out to that. Well, and I still don't believe, well, I know for a fact that
Yeah,
a lot
a
of
lot of
them
them are
weren't from
paid.
Spoke. Yeah, a
No,
lot
they're
of them.
not. They're
There
from
was one person
Portland.
I
Well,
interviewed and she was from Portland.
the one, well, dude, when you FaceTime me, the one person, the goddamn weird outfit was from Portland, and that's at Franklin Park. That's on the north side, dude. North
Hmm.
side's far more
Yeah.
conservative,
Well, yeah, the
usually,
further like Mead area,
Well, yeah, I'm from the Meade area,
from
so
yeah, it's literally in between Hilliard and I guess that would be the west. Yeah, the west side, upper west side.
yeah, I guess
Uh,
it's not north side, but it's
hmm
north central, I
North of this,
guess.
yeah, north of Spokane,
Yeah, like
downtown.
those kids would probably go to North Central High School if you lived in that neighborhood. So
Hmm.
North Central
Or Shadle.
or Shade. Well, no, Shadle would be more towards like country homes. Probably, I mean, it could be Shadle or North Central. I lost my virginity to a girl from Shadle Park.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was in ninth grade. I told her I was in 11th grade, like she was. But
Yeah, I'll be a
I've always
senior
been tall.
next
I've always
year.
been tall. All right.
I'll be a senior next year, so I got my own car.
Told her my car's in the shop. You know.
Shit, my car really is in the shop. Both of our cars are in the shop.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's been a crazy week, bro.
What are
It's
you
been a
driving these days, man?
I got a 2012 Audi Q5. I love it. His name is Marcus.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
What about fancy? She fancy with it? She's fancy as an Audi or what?
She's got a fancy car. She's her car's name is Shelby, and we're looking to get her a new one.
Is it Shelby? Is it like Carol Shelby Shelby or?
Shelby Township, Michigan, Shelby, because that's where she's from.
Okay.
So
Well,
yeah,
there we
that's
go.
where.
Well, hey, Fancy, if you're listening to this, was Fancy listening to all this?
Hmm.
Oh, fuck. All right.
She's
Well,
she's on the couch right here. I think she's watching. I think she's
well, hey,
watching.
Fancy. We all had a a life before we met the one that we love. All right. But anyway,
Well, she's giggling over there.
yeah,
Uh,
we're gonna get you that Carol Shelby fancy Shelby. All right.
what I always say is don't let your girlfriend keep you from your wife. So
Well, yeah, don't introduce the two either. But
no, it means it means don't put up with bullshit ass girlfriends when your
I
wife's still
know,
out there.
bro.
Okay, okay.
Bro, yeah, we're good.
All
I was
right,
being
we're
funny.
good. Yeah, definitely don't introduce them.
Oh, dude. No, I don't know what I would do without my wife. Fuck it, I got lucky as fuck, dog.
Same,
Yeah.
same.
My wife is a fifth grade teacher, never smoked a cigarette, done drugs, got a traffic ticket before. And, yeah, I mean, dude, I
Same.
was still on paper when I met my wife, and like I remember, dude, I dreaded so much telling her too, because like I went out. It's like our second date, and I was like, dude, I really dig this chick.
The second,
Yeah, second date. I was
I
like, dude,
think
I
mine
mean,
was the
I was
second
like,
week.
no, mine was the second date. I was like, dude, I really dig this chick. I'm not just gonna fuck her, and
Hmm.
because that, I mean, that was just kind of my shtick, before. But I was like, dude, I really dig this chick. I mean, dude, I was a male hoe before, but I was like, dude, I'm on paper. I was in prison for 7 years. But she looked at me like you're like laughing. I was like, dude, I'm serious. And then she was like, oh, really?
I had to bust out the old prison ID to prove it.
Oh, dude, she didn't believe it. She thought I was fucking with her.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, no, dude, really. She
That's
goes, but
actually
she goes, you were in the military. I was like, yeah, before. Then after I got out, after then a few years, I went to prison.
yeah. I
She
say
goes,
we made it out pretty good. I think we made it out
oh,
okay.
buddy, I did some dumb shit, and like I don't know, I had like an invincibility thing.
Mm,
Like really, kind of, because dude, I lived through some shit I shouldn't have lived through in the first
mm,
place, and I was like, fucking hey, I won't ever get caught for nothing. It was like that kind of thing. Like it just didn't care, bro.
mm.
Then yeah, I mean, then I was in my mid 20s, then mid late 20s, and you generally don't give a fuck at that age anyway. And
Yeah.
compound that on top of that, and I was like, whatever. And then yeah, 7 years, yeah, they slapped on me. I mean, well, I mean, I did almost 7 years, and like fuck, dude. And then I was still on paper when I got out, and I met my wife. I don't know, not even a year being out. Like I was still on paper, like in like on active paper. It was like after about a year and a half, they don't really fuck with you. But I was still like calling I call the UA line every morning. Still, it was like that kind of probation. And like, dude, she thought I was fucking with her.
Yeah.
And dude, I'll never forget that. We were at Katy Trail Ice House in Dallas, like downtown
Is that
Dallas.
like
It's like
an ice skating rink?
no, no, it's the like Ice House. It's like a brewery, and
Oh, okay.
it's like has walking trails through it. It's kind of like earthy for Dallas,
Hmm.
I guess. But
Yeah.
they have yeah, like good like the summer beer there is pretty good, and it's like I don't know, cool atmosphere and whatnot. But we were sitting out in the patio there, and I was like, I got to tell you something. Yeah, because I was like,
I was like, dude, I knew I was going to marry my wife. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
fucking second date. Yeah, I mean, midway through it. And I told her, right after that, I was like, I'm either going to marry this girl or she's going to never want to see me again. So I'm just going to get out the way. And here I am, 7 years later with 2 kids. So
Man,
worked
that's a
out.
good story. I like a
Yeah.
success story, bro.
Well, yeah. I wasn't really confident about what
Mm.
what I went to tell
Mm-hmm.
her, bro. I was like, nah,
Mm-hmm.
dude, my wife's so straight laced, it's not even funny, bro.
Oh, I know.
Oh, well, I mean, but I was like, dude, this ain't gonna work out for me.
Nah. I was like, man, I was thinking the whole time when I
I was
when I
like, she's
told.
about to tell me to kick rocks, is what I thought.
Right. Well, I thought mine was just gonna take off running, screaming, like ah, what? But yeah,
Oh yeah,
she's
no,
she's hung in
same,
there.
same, same,
She's hung in
same,
there.
same, same, bro. Fucking crazy, crazy how shit works out.
Yeah, yeah. Well, after a while, just know what you want, and you're not trying to fuck around with dumb shit. And that's why I keep telling her. It's like, she's like, well, how, you want to marry me and all this other stuff. How do you know? I'm like, well, I fucking know what I want. I've been through a lot of bullshit. I spent plenty of time thinking about, how upset I was about not having shit to my name and just, 25 years old and treading my wheels. And just at the end of it, I have no real like base and I want to change that. So I would fucking work my ass off and got to where I am.
Mm,
And, yeah, I don't play
dude.
no games. I couldn't have asked God for a better person in my life, and
Oh, dude.
been
That's
it's been great.
bro. Yeah.
And
Same.
it's crazy how much stuff like just falls in your lap, just comes into your life unexpected, and things just start clicking and they start working. And it's never happened to me ever in the history of being me. Things just don't work out for some reason or another. Life gets
Yeah.
too rough, and then it's like
You've been
you
making good
abandon.
choices.
You've been
I've
making.
been making good choices. You've been making good
Mm-hmm.
choices.
Oh,
It's
you especially, man.
it's that choice privilege, man. You
Hmm.
know,
The choice
you
privilege, and
you
people
you
don't
make good
realize the
choices,
power.
and
Yeah.
good shit happens.
Yep. Yep. You think it, you
And
speak it into the universe, and it
uh,
formulates. And people, it's the hardest thing for people to conceptualize because it sounds make believe, and it almost
well,
feels make believe, but it's this part of the matrix that we're in. That's like, bro, is
well,
this a simulation or what?
anybody I ever mentor, I say, you know what? If you're a good man, being a good man, you tell the truth,
Hmm.
no matter
Oh,
no matter how hard the truth sucks and
yeah.
how hard it is to tell somebody, you tell them the truth. All right, you always do what you say you're going to do. If you say you're going to do something, you do it. And if for some reason you can't, you better have a good reason.
Hmm.
And you better make it up. But you do what you say you're going to do. You mean what you say what you mean, and good things will fucking happen to you. But, you know, if you don't tell the truth, you don't do what you say, nobody is going to believe anything that you say. What you say won't mean shit to anybody,
Hmm.
and you will have a pretty shitty life. And that goes for anybody. All you have to do is do what you say, or do what you say
Just
you're
be a
going to
good
do.
fucking person.
Just be a
Just be
good
a good
fucking
fucking
dude.
person. Yeah,
I wasn't a
that's it,
good dude for a long time, bro.
man.
And yeah, I came out with a different mentality. But you know what? You were, I mean, dude, you were one of the only dudes that I really kind of related to on that level
Yeah.
inside, bro.
Yeah,
Like, dude,
forget being black or white. It was,
dude, it's
hey, this is a good person.
few and far between, like who you
Hmm.
can really talk to.
Yeah.
Because, dude, you're locked up with 100 pieces of shit in,
Ugh.
in a unit with you. You know,
145, I believe, in each unit.
right,
Give or take.
right. but not to interrupt. I didn't mean to interrupt you before, but like, dude, there's very, very few people that like you can relate to on for one, and then like are not on the path to coming right back into prison. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, but you know
Yeah.
what I mean. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
mean to interrupt
No, you're
you.
good. No, you nailed it. Nailed it right on the head, man. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
fucking
that's
crazy.
something. There's only one other. Let's see. And Fancy met him too. We went down and met my buddy Justin in Sacramento, and he's been you and him have been the only well in my old celly have been the only people that I really keep ties with. And
Dude, I don't remember who was your celly or.
you weren't there for my last
Okay,
celly.
okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah, with all the shit. But he's a good fucking dude.
I don't even
And
remember who. I don't even remember who your celly was,
oh, I had a
Sheridan.
few. Oh man, I had a few of them. It was, bro.
See, I
If I
had
could,
Jim the whole
I
time,
don't
and
think I
then
would be able to sit and count how many cellies I've had. They're
then I had that
impossible.
weird dude for a minute
Oh,
who
which
was
one?
white, but he changed his name to Montoya legally. Remember that dude? He was nuts, bro.
Uh-uh.
But he checked in like the second day. I had my own cell for like a month, and then I had fucking I don't even James Randall. He was cool. I had
Hmm.
him for like the last 6 months. I
Oh,
talk to
good.
him every now and again. He works for the state of Montana now, like
Wow.
doing road maintenance and
Yeah.
whatnot. He's been out 3 4 years, something like that. Like
Yeah.
so, he used to call me when he was still in because he got transferred down to Texas not too long after I left. He
Mm.
got out before the crazy COVID shit though.
Mm.
So it's probably been 5 years. God, time goes by so quick. Like it's almost been
Mm.
almost a decade since I've been out, bro. Like crazy.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
congrats, man.
20,
That's something to be proud of.
2017. Yeah. No, I mean
Yeah, you
2017.
you've beaten all the recidivism statistics. They say like most recidivate in 3 years, four
Yeah.
years.
Fuck. I should never went in the first place, man. I did dumb
No.
shit, bro. I mean, dude, there's so many people that never get caught for the shit, you know?
Stupid luck, bro.
Yeah, dumb luck. And dude, I remember because dude, I went to state prison in Texas first for 5 years before I went to the feds. And
Mm.
dude, I went to state prison in Texas. Fucking wouldn't wish that shit on my worst enemy, bro. It is no air conditioning. When keeping it real goes wrong, times 1,000, bro. It's no, and I'm like, dude, I do not belong here. And you know, if you get now down with the Nazi dudes there and all that other kind of shit,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Right.
whatever. You get in where you fit in,
Right. Because
and I mean,
arguably, there's
it is
nothing
what it
else.
is.
That's yeah.
Anybody who's been to prison understands that shit.
Yeah.
But I'm like, dude, I'm with these toothless motherfucking meth heads that I have nothing in common with. But hey, dude, we're white, bro. It was god, culture
Yeah.
shock.
When you get into prison, it's like that you get kicked back into the 1950s. Bro. It's like,
Yeah,
all
oh,
right, we're
dude,
gonna
it
split some
is,
shit up.
bro.
We're gonna split some shit up here. But,
But dude, Paradise, nobody was really tripping like that because
mm.
yeah, it was
It
it was
got kind
one.
of it got kind of turned up after you left
Did
a
it?
little bit. Yeah, we got up there
Did
a little
it?
bit.
Did it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Paradise got a little turned up, but yeah, I mean, but dude, I remember people used to give me shit like, "Why you working at that nigger?" Like, because he's cool. He likes to work out. The fuck are you
Yeah,
gonna do about it?
that's wild. Yeah, right.
And we were at 4B in Paradise, bro. I'm like, okay, bro, where have you been? Why are you here? Yeah,
You're either crazy or a mentor. So,
yeah. And dude, I requested to go to Sheridan because
hmm
I was in Texas before, and I was like, oh well, my family's all in the Northwest. So I was like, I can get
hmm
visits. That's the only federal prison that's close
hmm
to Washington. So like, oh okay, well, I I got that granted in my plea agreement,
hmm
but I went to Victorville for like a month and a half before then.
hmm
Like, dude, I went TDC to an immigration detention facility in
hmm
Conroe, Texas, which it was me.
CCA.
Oh, dude, yeah, CCA.
Yeah.
It was detention facility. I was there for about a month. It was me and one other white guy, all paisas, bro.
hmm
It was like, yeah, we watched Telemundo a
hmm
lot, and
Yep.
you pick your battles. you know,
Yep.
that was a hard month. And then we went from there to Pahrump, which dude was a trip because we flew on Con Air, right?
hmm
And oh no, I went to OKC first, which was the old Oklahoma City airport, which is now a federal detention facility.
Oh wow.
And like, dude, you get off the plane like into one of the little accordion things that go up to the
hmm
plane. You get off of that and you're in the prison.
Oh
Like when you
wow.
get off the plane,
Yeah.
you're in intake,
Wow.
and dude, it's a trip. But I was there for like I don't know, only a couple weeks. Then from there, flew to Pahrump, and the trip about that because you flew in to Las Vegas
hmm
into the airport there. We got on a prison bus. We're shackled, and we drove down the Vegas Strip,
Yep.
and we
That's the
could.
worst.
Oh, dude, we could see people on the outside partying in Vegas, having fun. And yeah, I'm sitting there in shackles and shit, right? I was
Yeah.
at Pahrump for like a month and a half. Pahrump was kind of crunk. Like
Right.
it was California state inmates mixed with federal inmates, and California politics is the craziest, bro.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's
The West Coast politics go hard,
like, dude,
especially in California.
it's not racist in Texas like that. Like
No,
it's
we're
every man for himself,
yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, oh
You
yeah.
know, one on one is a thing. It's in like you get a BMW when you get to your first unit in Texas.
Mhm.
You fight a black, a Mexican, and a white,
Mm.
and like it. I mean, it's weird. Or you check in, or
Mhm.
you pay commissary and shit, dude. It's totally different in Texas.
Mm.
It's not like I think that California and West Coast politics are some bitch shit because it's like, dude, if one black dude and one white dude are fighting each other, who gives
Mhm.
a fuck?
Right.
Let one
Well, it
dude
turns
beat
into
up
a
the other
riot.
dude and it's
Yeah.
over. You're
Yeah.
expected to jump in just because this motherfucker's white. Like,
Yeah.
I give a fuck about this dude. Let's see if he can stand on business. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
fucking yeah, it's
Well,
pretty gay.
Texas is more like, well, prove yourself as a man, whereas like,
Yeah,
um, you have your organizations claiming you like, no, you're not gonna lay hands
yeah.
on
No,
me type shit. Like
it's still
that's ours
politics
to
like
take
that.
care
Like
of. Yeah. Where
on the
it's more of a
yard, like
community.
you have where you sit, where
Mm-hmm.
your shit is, but
Yeah.
it's understood. Like if it's one on one, doesn't matter race.
Right.
It's one on one,
Right. Yeah.
and like shit like that. And then if like it's different though within your race to fight. Like if it's a white guy and a white guy, it's like no hands. It's like it better be important enough to stab somebody over or what like
Mm-hmm.
it's just different like that within your own car, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But it's understood between like if it's one-on-one, if it's in the rec yard, chow hall, or whatever, it's not going to be a whole thing because that'll get everything shut down. Like it's more like that. We want to keep the yard up and open, and race riots get everything shut down, lockdowns, and all of us get fucked, you know? So if it's one-on-one, it's one-on-one, you know? The only people who don't honor that is the Pisces, though. Dude, which Pisces,
Are Mexican,
in,
by the way.
well,
Pisces are the Mexican state.
oh,
You know,
fancies, right? Yeah,
this
yeah. Pisces are Mexicans. They're
Mexican
like
from
from
the border.
Mexico.
Yeah.
And like there's no Southsiders in Texas. Like Serranos aren't a thing. It's
Really?
it's
No
it's
tangos?
Tango, yeah, Tango
Tango boys?
Blast.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
but they're more with the whites. Like
Yeah, because
it's
they beef with the
kind of
Southsiders.
like the Southsiders and
Yeah.
the whites
Yeah, they
in
beef with the
in
Southsiders.
what
They don't like
and
them.
whatnot. Yeah, no, they don't like him either. But dude, they kind of click up together though too. If it's them against white. Yeah, it's different. Like the
Like pick and choose.
politics are very, very different in Texas.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you can't walk the yard white in Texas unless you're solid, or
Right.
it's get the fuck off.
Right.
And like, there's so many more blacks than there are anybody else. But then also the Mexicans are kind of cool with you, but they're not. It's like, dude, I'm glad I didn't have to stab anybody because I mean, motherfuckers get life sentences on top of their 5-year sentence for having to do it. Like, only questionable thing I had to do was when I was a SSI janitor on the lockdown wing. There's a snitch, AB snitch I beat the shit out of for them, but I was like, dude, hospital, not morgue. And luckily a guard broke it up before it got like too bad, But I mean, that could have went real wrong,
Yeah.
It's like, dude, so I was like, dude, thank God you looked out for me,
Yeah.
like shit, because I
Oh, yeah.
do not belong here. I will never go back. I will never do any kind of dumb shit like this ever again to put
Just give
myself
me
in
a
a
chance.
position
Just give me a chance.
to fucking
no.
be here. But I'm not gonna do any bitch ass shit. I'm not gonna snitch, and I'm not. I'll
Not gonna check
fucking.
in, not gonna snitch,
I'll,
none of
I'll
that.
stand on 10 toes, but fucking let me get out of here, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy, man. And like, dude, it seems like a lifetime ago, but yesterday at the same time. Dog, and it's almost. It still seems like yesterday, almost a decade ago. It's crazy. Yeah, no, but like,
Bro,
some
COVID
dudes
was.
that I end up like working with or interacting with, they've been in and whatnot, because they'll see tattoos or you can just kind of tell too, you know what I mean? Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah.
You can't tell if somebody's like been down.
Right.
But,
So how long did you do? So how
yeah.
long did you do? Yeah. Oh, it
Where'd
took
you
a few
where'd
years
you
to
do
do this shit.
time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Shit like that. And yeah, fucking yeah, crazy. Yeah, but no, I mean, I did my time on freaking mostly Clement's unit in Amarillo, which is like pretty bad one to be on. Neil unit wasn't so bad. It was like Sheridan, but with politics. It wasn't like with the Chomo shit, because Chomos can't walk the yard.
Right.
Chomos could walk the yard in Sheridan, and like that was kind of weird for me at first, but I was like, hey, as long as they leave me alone, I don't get. I was like, dude, this is my last fucking 14 months.
Oh, they got
And
treated like trash, bro. They got treated.
bro, yeah, no, I mean, we still treat them like trash and
Yeah.
fucking, you know, they were bitch human beings like they should
Yeah.
be. But yeah, they were getting holes put in them and on the yard in Texas. Like
I
it.
mean, they could have had like I don't know why they decided to stay there at Sheridan. Like, yeah, they can walk the yard, but they would have probably had a way better time at a PC yard than getting fucked. I
Oh,
can't tell you how many times the white boys would go in there and run their shit, like right after commissary, just run
oh,
their
dude.
shit. Come out there with big bags of fucking commissary, divvy up before one of them goes and tells the unit officer, and everything gets locked down, and the guys that ran them go to the shoe, whatever. They split it up. They know what they
Oh,
have to
dude.
do, and
Remember
it's usually the
the
guys that were in debt or had a really bad drug problem. Like, okay, so you owe this all these races. Go in there and take care of that shit. Run them, and that'll
well,
clear your debt.
Timmy, he did legal work and shit, right? He was
Yeah.
a paralegal, and he did. But you remember that dude Doll that had the big old beard that tried to hit me with his cane? And
Oh,
I
yeah,
shoved him down.
yeah,
I shoved his cane away, and I was like, "Get the
yeah,
fuck away!"
yeah.
And then, like, divine intervention, the dude that he really wanted to check in, that gypsy dude that ended up
Mm-hmm.
fighting him
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of it. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, fucking thank God.
Mm-hmm.
But that was after, because he had a 5K1, he was a snitch.
Yeah.
Timmy was doing his legal work.
Mm.
And at commissary day, I put his 5K1 on the white table in the TV area. And Tim was like, oh
Um,
man, I didn't have enough for coffee. I was like, you want some coffee? And I went in there and I took his coffee and I gave it to Tim.
yeah,
That's what he now he had his 5K1 out there, so he wanted to he
yeah,
checked in. It's a check
right.
in move. I was like, dude, I'm not gonna beat up this old man now, And luckily, the other guy that wanted to check in like stepped right in. You remember that shit?
Right
It was
there
up on the top
behind the
rail,
computers. Yeah.
right by.
Oh, the
Oh,
top,
dude, it
at the
was
top, top.
start on the top. I was like, all right, come down, and then his name was Deal.
The big, tall,
Uh,
lanky kid.
yeah,
He just started
that.
piecing them up down the.
Yeah, dude.
Oh
Start
yeah, I
piecing him
remember that.
up down by the stairs because he wanted to check in.
Yeah.
I was like,
Wow.
fuck. I had my halfway house date at that point. I was like, dude, I don't want
That was the funniest damn fight. Dude's pants started falling off.
to. Yeah,
Came
dude.
in.
I
Yeah.
started that shit though, and I kind of feel bad, but they both
No,
wanted to
don't.
check in anyway, so I
No,
don't really. But
yeah, don't.
that was God protecting my ass a little bit. Fucking crazy.
I can't even recount all the crazy because after you left, bro, shit, I got transferred. I got into a fight and I got transferred to 1A. They're like, no, you're not compatible with our community. I was a suicide watch companion and mentor. I was teaching the yoga classes for credits for
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah. Did you
for
taught
the
NFPT too? I got my
NFPT.
NFPT certificate still from
Oh, you
old
do?
PK the teacher somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember where. It's probably lost somewhere. But yeah, they moved me to 1A, and bro, it kind of got turned out. Spice episodes were the funniest.
Oh my god, bro. Spice was a crazy as shit, dude. Because dude, in TDC especially, like dude, there was one dude. I wasn't in the unit when it happened,
Mm,
but because I was out at work when I came back, everybody was on lockdown. When I came back, we had to go and lock down our cell. And I was like, dude, what the fuck happened to my cellie? And this dude smoked fucking K2, Spice, whatever,
mm,
and was sitting on the bench, which like there's no like you have two TVs in an entire unit. There's the sports TV and the other TV.
right.
And there's metal benches, like cast iron metal benches. There's no chairs, anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's in your housing unit. Well, he sat down on the bench and just started
No.
pulled out his piece, started jerking off,
Skinning the snake, bro.
getting the snake in the middle of the fucking day
No.
room, bro. And the cops come in there. What the fuck are you doing? And he jumped up and said, I'm fucking getting it. And he said some gibberish shit. Ran up because there's 3 tiers. He ran up the stairs to
Trying to
the
hide.
second tier and just started running around the tier, bro. And then, dude, they maced him and they beat the shit out of him, right? And he ended up like hitting a woman officer that was in the unit, a woman cop, and like kind of giving her a black eye and shit, which she was actually kind of gangster because she came back to work the next day with
Right. Most would take
raccoon
it
eyes.
off. Most would take it
Back,
off.
yeah, like raccoon eyes and shit, which like, so we're like, he ain't coming out of the hole. Yeah, like he comes out the hole in the yard, he's done. You know, but dude, yeah, they arrested and took him back. I was like, dude, that's what we were on lockdown for like 4 days because of the shit. And dude, there's a million stories like that. Just like motherfuckers smoked that shit and falling out. I never fucked with that.
Me neither.
I was like, yeah,
Thank
nah.
God.
I see all
Thank
these
God.
motherfuckers doing crazy shit. I'm not even trying to fuck with it. You
I
know?
was so scared of doing anything. I drank white lightning a couple times. The moonshine, the
Yeah.
good stuff, and then the wine, the Pruno was
Yeah,
a few
drank
guys
Pruno.
can make a pretty good batch,
I
but
drank
not too
Pruno
often.
once. I smoked pot one time, like
Oh,
real
that's where it
weed.
was at. That's where it was at for me. I was so hooked on the dab, bro.
Oh, dude. Well, I mean, I did that one time, and I drank Pruno one time. But the one time I drank Pruno, my fucking celly, dude, I was lucky I didn't get a shot for it because he started puking and shit like that, and he got caught for it, breathalyzed, and he went to the hole for a month. Came out with more time, lost good time, all that other kind of shit. And I'm like, dude, like he was a straight idiot. And I was like, dude, I can't drink with these people. Like, because they're like the biggest idiots in the world, bro, that get caught for everything. Like, dude, I was used to getting away with most shit. You know, like you'd be sly about some shit, at least, And I'm like, dude, these are the dumbest motherfuckers I've ever met in my life, bro.
Pretty stupid.
You're getting drunk in the middle of a fucking prison unit and then being loud, obnoxious, and throwing up in front of the cops. I can't imagine why you're fucking here.
You gotta be careful.
Like, bro. And dude, that's how I always describe prison to people. I was like, dude, just imagine being locked up, like in a place the size of my house now. But imagine there were 150 of the biggest pieces of shit you've ever met in your life. And you had to share this space with them.
And get along.
Get along. Yeah. That's prison. And then you get to go out of this space every now and again to like go get food a couple times a day.
No, and it gets better.
And,
you have to eat with these people.
Yeah. And then, you have to call the white guys your friend just because they're white.
Right.
And they're the biggest pieces in, like, dude, it's, oh my God, bro.
Right.
Which not that, I mean, most of my friends are white, or I guess, like in general life. But so, like, I'm on the outside now. Like, I would never talk to most of the people. You're the only one you, Tim, and that's about James Randall every now and again. That's about it, bro.
Right.
And you're the only really one I really care to talk to all that much, bro.
Yeah.
So
No, we hung pretty tough.
Yeah, dude, for a couple
We're like,
years
okay,
there.
so what's this workout program? What's this book? physical fitness trainer. Okay, let's see if this shit works. And so we got to it. We applied
Yeah.
exactly what we learned. And bro, I know you said you came down in weight. I went up in weight. I was never able to get past that 175, 180 threshold and
Yeah.
started until I started applying what was in that book. And then it was over from there. We were
Yeah,
lifting
dude.
some real
Yeah,
weight, bro.
dude, we're smuggling them
Killing it.
sandbags into the
Then,
unit and shit.
sheesh.
Fucking go to the baseball field and fucking
Yeah.
get the
The
cereal
only thing
bags
we
full of dirt.
smuggled, no drugs, no Pruno, no alcohol. We
Yeah, we
smuggled lame shit. We
yeah
smuggled dirt, sand
bags
back
of
into the
dirt
unit.
to
Yeah,
lift.
that's it.
And
That was
dude,
our
our
drug.
sodas, yeah, we'd tape our soda packs up and
Yeah,
all the other shit. Yeah, God,
killer
you know,
weight.
think about that shit. I'm like, dude, my worst day here is better than my best day in there, but
Yeah,
also like it's like, dude, you kind of miss it. I mean, some of the shit, you know what I'm talking
the
about.
struggle
Yeah,
that just getting out
it's
there and grinding.
yeah, dude, the
Ah,
camaraderie you had, shit like
yeah,
that.
of course.
Even though you hated most of the people in there, you were kind of cool with them too. You
Right.
know, get along with fucking dirt bags. Shit.
Yeah,
You
trauma
know?
bonding at its best.
Dude, trauma bond, dude. That's the best. That's the best way to describe prison
Yeah,
is trauma bonding.
yeah, we're on this shit.
It's
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
it's
probably
you
a
know,
piece of shit on the outs, but we're in the fucking same boat.
yeah, dude. It's like Iraq, but worse almost.
Oh man. Oh man.
Dude, hey, buddy, I would rather I'd go back to Iraq a
Fuck,
million
I'd go there.
times.
I'd check
Dude,
Iraq out.
I would go back a million times
Yeah.
before I ever went back
Yeah.
to fucking prison.
I'd check it out.
Dog.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because at least
it's
there you have guns,
you have a
against
rifle
the
and a
enemy. Yeah.
chance. Like there, dude, there nothing is in your control at all. It's
Yeah.
just like, dude, I got so lucky. Like, I mean, lucky. I mean, I thank God for like in Texas, bro. It people go there with 2, 3, 5 year sentences and end up doing 30 because
Hmm.
of the shit
Dumb
you
shit.
dumb shit in there. And like being able to fucking navigate around that. Like, dude, I'm like, bro, I do not belong here. Please help me out of this shit. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like God, it was fucking nuts, bro.
And, it was like that for me for a long time, and after a while, you just kind of fucking adapt to your surroundings, and it's like, well, if they catch on, like if the guards and whatever, if they catch on to me, um, just basically not giving a fuck and turning up and shit, then whatever. I guess
Yeah,
that's how it is because otherwise the alternative is, well, I equate it to sink or swim. You gotta you just gotta fucking go out there and make educated decisions and kind of get your some skin in the game, do what you have to do to survive, and fuck, man, if it catches up with you, then it catches up with you, and you're fucked. You're one of those guys that are getting more time than you came in with.
yeah,
If you're
dude.
lucky, you'll be able to, kind of make a reputation,
Well,
have a
see,
good time.
that's why
They always
dude,
said,
I didn't fuck with
do
cell
you want
phones.
your good time or do you want to have a good time? Because you can't have both.
Yeah, yeah, no, I mean, dude, I didn't do any of that kind of shit, and also, like, dude, I had cellies that would come in with a phone, which when it's your cell, it's different. You're
Hmm.
like, no, can't have that shit in here. It's not cool. But when I would go in, I went into a cell one time.
Hmm.
He's like, hey, man, we got the phone, the thing. I was like, dude, I'm not understood. That's yours. somebody comes in here,
Bro, you're all
yeah,
going down. You're
and
all going down.
bro,
If it's your
and
cell, if you're in somebody else's cell, it's a wrap.
oh, dude, I know, dude. Dude, what in Texas? That's an attempted escape
Yeah.
charge.
Yeah, threat
And
assessment and everything. You're in there for a
oh,
good 9 months.
bro, well, no, dude. I know somebody got an extra 3 years,
Yep.
another charge. They had to go
Yeah.
back to county,
Yeah. That's
get
the cool
another
part about it.
charge
Yeah.
for it. I was like, dude, I'm not. I don't
Yeesh.
want
Nope, nope, nope.
nothing to do
Yeah.
with this shit.
Yeah.
And
Oh, me and
like,
my old
dude,
celly would laugh about that shit because we'd see these dumb motherfuckers getting high on spice, just junkies, fucking crackheads. And
oh,
they thought they were slick enough to do the phone shit. Every single one of them got wrapped up, sent to the shoe. Still
like some
back
of these
there.
motherfuckers were posting on Twitter and shit. Like when Twitter was new, then
Yeah.
and social media was pretty
Mhm.
new. Like generally, like where it's on your phone,
Mhm.
posting Twitter and shit like that.
Mhm.
Oh, hey, we're in here in the cell making a pizza or making a spread or whatever. And I'm like, why the fuck would you do that?
Nobody wants to see that dumb shit.
Like, dog, call your girl, your family,
Right.
something
Right.
dude,
Something that matters. Yeah.
dude, you're posting videos. Like,
Yeah.
dude, you can see him now on Instagram.
Yeah.
Still
That's
posting
crazy.
shit, dog.
Yeah. Well, that's
Uh,
wild because that speaks volumes too. Because if guys are in there and they don't have their priorities straight, they don't have people. Well, and sometimes they do have people out there, but they just don't give a fuck. They're so wrapped up into doing drugs or whatever it is that they're doing that they don't really pay their people any mind. But and those certain people, that's one thing, but a lot of the time it's like they don't have anybody on the streets, so it's like, what's the use?
yeah.
Whatever, I'm just gonna do this fucking paper real quick and blast off paper being spice,
Mhm.
synthetic weed or whatever. They're gonna pop their top off with some spice and forget about their problems. I think that
For
to
real,
reduce
dude.
the rate of incarceration, I feel like they just need to give those guys a fucking chance. Like, teach them a trade. My best times was when I was in the wood shop or when I was teaching in the computer rooms. Bro, I learned so fucking much. I went through college. I had college credits, and I've always been good with my hands and working with wood and shit. But like to, I don't think a lot of people know the value of that. They
Mhm.
canceled every single one of those programs. After you left, they just kept taking and taking and
Yeah, they
taking. I
took
think it's
Unicore. They took Unicore away. Like,
oh, it's coming back. It's coming
and
back. No, never
yeah,
came back. But
now
it
it's
was a
not
good
coming back.
program. They were
Yeah,
probably like, oh wow, whoa, 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 whoa. People are becoming successful after they leave here. We need to like, what are we doing? We're gonna lose our jobs. It's almost by design that they're taking these programs and not replacing it with anything. So then you got more and more guys getting hooked on drugs and alcohol or gambling or whatever it is that passes the time in there, because that's honestly what it is. They need something to do.
you have to.
We needed something to do to keep books and shit. They're cool for a while, but once you've read, I still have all of my books. I've saved all of the books that I've read because I see them as like a badge of honor. I've
Yeah, I got
read
all my
those
letters,
fucking
all my
books, bro.
books, all my
And it
everything.
wasn't no hood novels. It wasn't no, Louis L'Amour. It wasn't no westerns. Like, I've got college level textbooks that I've like literally had to sit there and dissect piece by piece because I didn't understand what the fuck they were saying. I had to look up
Uh,
words. I go to my dictionary. I didn't have my phone. I had to
uh,
like,
well,
do all the groundwork.
that's why that's why I fucked with you, and we
Hmm.
became good friends because we were on
Hmm.
that same
The
shit. I
same
was like,
trip.
ah,
Yeah.
man, I want to learn some shit. I was always reading
Yeah.
about fitness and finance and
Yep.
business shit, and I was like, you know what? I want to fucking do something here.
Hmm.
If I'm gonna be here for all these years, I want to figure out how to do something when
Exactly.
I get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
Because I ain't gonna be here forever, but
God
I ain't
damn it.
never coming back.
Nope.
You know,
No,
so
sir.
Hell yeah. But dude, my phone is straight up about to die.
All right, man. I think we put in some
Dude, yeah, we
good
got an hour and 9 minutes and
19
47 seconds. Yeah.
hour 20.
Well, yeah, no, there was 10 minutes or so before on the computer. Now my
Oh yeah,
computer
that's right.
finally finished updating.
Rebooted.
Yeah. So
And we were talking about some real shit though, James.
we
They killed
were
us. They canceled us.
dogs. Hey, you know what? We're gonna remix this we'll do some video editing and shit
Yeah, for sure.
tomorrow and over the weekend, and let's do some more tomorrow, man.
Yeah, I'm with it, man.
Yeah. And like here, I'll text you about like topics and shit like that, and we'll have some talking
Bet.
points that we want to go over, and like maybe a more of a direction. But like, dude, we can talk for hours on end because like we both have the same interests and shit.
We can talk about paragliding for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I don't give a. I'll talk about anything, man.
You're my boy, dude. I
All right,
love you,
James.
brother.
Love you too.
I'll see you tomorrow, man.
Rest easy.